Bunnie XO makes Jelly Roll cry as she talks about sad time. The moment that unfolded between Bunnie XO and her husband Jelly Roll is one that fans will be talking about for weeks because it brought out a side of the couple that many have not seen before. While Bunnie has often been candid on her podcast and in interviews about her life and struggles, this latest reveal struck a chord in a way that turned an intimate moment into a national conversation. Bunnie XO has built a reputation as someone unafraid to peel back layers and reveal raw emotion, whether she is discussing her past, her marriage, or her future. But when she opened up recently about a particularly sad time in her life, the impact was visible on Jelly Roll, who sat beside her as tears rolled down his face. What makes this moment stand out is not simply that a celebrity couple showed vulnerability, but the way in which they allowed fans to see the depths of love, loyalty, and shared pain that so often define long-lasting relationships. For Bunnie, the sad time she spoke about was not just a fleeting moment but a series of struggles that shaped her identity and outlook on life. She recounted how years before she met Jelly Roll she felt trapped in cycles of disappointment, loneliness, and self-doubt. She spoke about the difficulty of being misunderstood by those closest to her and how she often masked her sadness with humor and bravado. Her words carried the kind of weight that comes only from lived experience, and as she spoke her voice shook at times, making it clear that revisiting these memories was not easy. Jelly Roll, who has been public about his own battles with addiction, mental health, and hardship, listened intently, and it was obvious that hearing Bunnie revisit these painful chapters struck a nerve. He reached out to hold her hand, his own eyes watering before he finally broke down and began to cry. The emotion was raw, unfiltered, and real. Fans who saw the clip or read the transcript flooded social media with comments expressing admiration for the couple while also sharing their own stories of sadness, resilience, and love. Many said they felt seen and validated by Bunnie's honesty. Others said watching Jelly Roll cry reminded them that even the strongest people carry pain and that there is nothing weak about shedding tears for someone you love. The significance of this moment goes beyond celebrity gossip because it touches on broader themes of vulnerability, healing, and the importance of emotional connection in relationships. When someone like Bunnie, who has a platform and a following, chooses to speak so openly about the darker times of life, it gives permission to others to do the same. Mental health advocates praised her for using her visibility to destigmatize conversations about sadness, depression, and past trauma, and they praised Jelly Roll for not holding back his own emotions but instead showing what it looks like when a partner listens, supports, and validates without judgment. As more details emerged, it became clear that the sad time Bunnie spoke about was multifaceted. It included moments from her childhood where she felt isolated, struggles in her early adult years when she felt unsure of her purpose, and times when she doubted whether she would ever find love or stability. By sharing these vulnerable truths, she painted a picture that was both deeply personal and universally relatable. At one point she admitted that if not for finding Jelly Roll at the time she did, she might not have made it through some of her darkest days. The impact of those words was written across Jelly Roll's face as he fought back more tears, eventually breaking into full sobs. Bunnie reached to comfort him, reminding him that while the past was painful, their present was filled with love, growth, and hope. This exchange is one that highlights the beauty and complexity of human relationships because it shows how love is not about perfection but about walking alongside each other through both joy and sorrow. It also reminds fans that celebrities are not immune to the same struggles that ordinary people face, and that their moments of openness can have ripple effects far beyond the entertainment industry. For Jelly Roll, who has long drawn inspiration from his pain when writing music, the emotional weight of hearing Bunnie speak about her sadness seemed to spark something deeper in him. Observers noted that the moment could influence his future songs, perhaps leading him to channel these shared experiences into lyrics that resonate with audiences in ways only he can. Bunnie's transparency also carries lessons for her audience, especially the young women who look up to her. She has often described herself as a work in progress, and by admitting to past struggles she dismantles the myth that healing is a straight line or that strength means never breaking down. Instead, she demonstrates that strength can look like telling the truth even when it hurts and allowing others to see your tears. Fans online rallied around her with hashtags praising her courage and urging others to watch the clip. Some said it was the first time they had cried watching a celebrity interview because they felt the authenticity so deeply. Others said it inspired them to open up to their partners about things they had kept hidden because they feared being judged. The cultural response has been overwhelmingly positive, but it also raises questions about the balance between public vulnerability and personal privacy. Some critics argued that moments like these should be kept between couples and not shared with the world, but supporters countered that by sharing their pain, Bunnie and Jelly Roll are creating safe spaces for others to confront their own. For now it appears that the couple is comfortable with the level of transparency they have chosen, because both have repeatedly stated that their mission is to use their platforms to connect, uplift and remind people that they are not alone in whatever they are going through. The tears Jelly Roll shed were not just for his wife, but for the many fans who see themselves in their story and who needed to be reminded that sadness does not last forever, and that love can indeed be a powerful force for healing. The story of Bunnie making Jelly Roll cry by speaking of her sad time is ultimately a story about connection, authenticity, and the resilience of the human spirit. It is about what happens when two people decide to show the world their unfiltered selves, and in doing so they light the way for countless others who may be lost in their own sadness and searching for hope. This moment will likely be remembered not only as a viral clip, but as a turning point in how celebrity couples can model emotional honesty for the world. And for Bunnie and Jelly Roll, it is another chapter in a love story defined not by perfection but by raw, unshakable truth. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Talent Spotlight Adult YouTube channel for more update news.